Yes, good morning, my dear students. In the last class, we have finished the post chapter. That chapter has regarding for belongs to the geography. Geography. The social science it includes some other subjects like the history, geography, civics, economics. The first chapters has belongs to the geography, isn't it? The geographical features of India. So now in the today's sessions we are discussing about the 13th chapter of your syllabus, that is our rich heritage. This chapter has belongs to history. This chapter has belongs to history. The first chapter has belongs to geography. Geography. So now we are discussing about the regarding for the history chapter, our rich heritage. Our rich heritage. Here already you have studied in the last year about civilizations. About civilization, isn't it? So which are the civilizations has born in the world? Like Indus Valley civilization, the Inca civilization, Mesopotamia civilization, Egypt civilizations. Okay, those civilizations they have come and ends by the form of the empires. Those civilizations has converted by the form of the empires, isn't it? So during the time of the emperors ruling, those people they had given the lot of contributions, the cultural contributions to the society. Those cultural contributions they have very famous. The India has the famous to whole world. The India has famous the whole world by its rich heritage. By its rich heritage. ನೋಡಿ, ನಾಗರಿಕತೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಆ ನಾಗರಿಕತೆಗಳ ಏನಾಗಿವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಾಗಿ ವಿಸ್ತರಣೆ ಆಗಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಹೌದಾ? ವಿಸ್ತರಣೆ ಆಗಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಆಗಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿತು. ವಿಸ್ತರಣೆಗಿಂತ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಆಗಲ್ಪಟ್ಟು ಆ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಳ್ವಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಟರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಪಟ್ಟರು. ದ ಮೆನಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ದ ಮೆನಿ ಎಂಪೈರ್ಸ್. Many empires. Those emperors they have constructed some buildings, monuments especially. They have given some cultural contributions by the emperors. ಆ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಟರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ತಮ್ಮದೇ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕಲೆಯ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡುಗೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವು ಯಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಭಾರತದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠೆಯನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾವ. ಎಸ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಏನ್ಸಿಯಂಟ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ದ ರಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾರಿಟೇಜ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಟೆಗಳು. ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾಲೇಸಸ್ ಅರಮನೆಗಳು. ಅಂಡ್ ಟಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗೋರಿ. ಟಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗೋರಿ ಗೋರಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ನೇಟಿವ್ district Gol Gumbaz. Then paintings ಬಣ್ಣಗಳ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ ಬಳಸೋದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕಲ್ಪ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್ತು ಶಿಲ್ಪ. ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಯಾಲೇಸಸ್, ಟಾಂಬ್ಸ್, ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ the sculptures in our country. The India has got a rich heritage. India has got a rich heritage. They tell us of the times those forts, the palaces, the paintings, the sculptures, these things they have tell us to tell to us. So the time when it should be constructed, when it should be establishment. It's a long ago. Those towns, palaces, forts, they are constructed long ago. But now we have to study about those buildings, those monuments. This is very, very important. This is a rich heritage. So this kind of study not only for the Indians but some other foreigners also studied about Indian heritage or Indian culture. ಭಾರತೀಯರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಓದೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾದೇಶಿಕ ಪಾಶ್ಚಿಮಾತ್ಯರು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾರತದ ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ಓದ್ತಾರ, ಭಾರತದ ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂತಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ the grandeur, the size, the beauty of many of the buildings, temples, painting makes us proud. We should proud to this kind of the monuments, buildings. These are India's heritage. Forts, tombs, sculptures, and some other monuments. These are already told. This is the heritage of the India. Things that we have inherited from our past. What it shows? It is shows that inheritance of the past. It means our ancestors' lifestyle, our ancestors interested in such a way that so our heritage links to us our roots. India has varied landscapes and rich history. India has got the landscape and rich history from the Indus Valley civilizations. India has got a rich history by in the form of the civilizations. For example, Indus Valley civilizations to the modern times also. Those Indus Valley civilizations peoples, they have got the knowledge about the modern time, modern trend. They have constructed the colonies, they have constructed the swimming pools, they have constructed the drainage, such as that they have got the modern sense. When in the so many years ago, centuries also, the Indus Valley civilizations people, they have a modern sense. Like so in the modern trend, when you constructed your house, so this is puja room, this is bedroom hall, the waste of the water, it should go through the pipe to the, it's reach to the drainage, like that. Here the India has a rich heritage. India has a rich heritage. ಭಾರತ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತಿಕೆ ಪಾರಂಪರೆಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದೆ. And then architectures. Now we are discussing the architectures. ವಾಸ್ತುಶಿಲ್ಪ ಕಲೆ. Now we are discussing about the architecture of the India, isn't it? So which kind of the architecture India has got? Architecture. Okay. First one, Taj Mahal. Architecture. The first one is the Taj Mahal. Okay. Taj Mahal. For many people in the world, they thought about India, bring up the image of Taj Mahal because that much is famous. The Taj Mahal has got the name in 7 wonders in the world. 7 wonders in the world. That includes Taj Mahal also. The every country people, when they had listened the name of the India, they are thinking about this kind of the heritage, Taj Mahal. Oh, so the Taj Mahal has belongs to the India. It is very famous building. It is very beautiful building. It is. They are. Let us start that thinking about. They are knowing about the Taj Mahal. So many The foreigners, they are visited to the Taj Mahal. So many travelers, they are visited to, foreign travelers, they visited to Taj Mahal. They had studied about the Taj Mahal, where it has constructed, they constructed by whom, and what is the special about the Taj Mahal, why it should be very famous. This kind of the matters they had already studied not only for the Indian historians but also some foreign travelers and foreign historians also. Okay. The beautiful building is actually the tomb. It is actually Taj Mahal. It is a tomb. Actually, it is a tomb built by Mughal Empire Shahjahan. The Taj Mahal has built by the Mughal Emperor Shahjahan. Shahjahan, he was the famous Mughal emperor. For memory of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Memory of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Taj Mahal, Mumtaz Mahal. It is similarities, the name of person to the name of the building, Taj Mahal. On the memories of his wife Shahjahan, her name was Mumtaz Mahal. Mumtaz Mahal. ತನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿಯ ಸವಿನೆನಪಿಗೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶಹಜಹಾನ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥವನು ಈ ತಾಜ್ ಮಹಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅವನ ರಾಣಿ ಹೆಸರು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಮತಾಜ್ ಮಹಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, the building is made by white marble. The Taj Mahal has made by white marble, isn't it? White marble. The grand design of the building is the breathing. It took thousands of workers over 22 years to complete the mausoleum. It takes how much time? 22 years. There are so many workers, they have worked when they constructed the Taj Mahal. So it should be completed. It got time around 22 years. Around 22 years. ಸುಮಾರು 22 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕಾಲ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಿದೆ ತಾಜ್ ಮಹಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. The Taj Mahal was completed somewhere around so 1648 and regarded one of the 7 wonders of the world. So around it has constructed around 1648. ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಯಾವಾಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 1648ರಲ್ಲಿ. It's regarded as the 7 wonders of the world. 7 wonders of the world. ಜಗತ್ತಿನ 7 ಅದ್ಭುತಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಜ್ ಮಹಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. And now we move towards the another one is Fatehpur Sikri. It is also indicates about our heritage. It is built by whom and how it was famous. Now we are discussing. That is Fatehpur Sikri. The not far from the Taj is the port city of Fatehpur Sikri. The meaning, the city of victory. So Sikri, it means victory. City means Sikri means victory, means the winning of the battle. That is Sikri, Fatehpur Sikri. It is port city of Fatehpur. It is name of port. It should be constructed around the city of Fatehpur. It is constructed around the city of Fatehpur. Sikri means the victory. Victory. Victory it means ಗೆಲುವು. ಆ ಗೆಲುವಿಗೆ ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿ ಈ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟಾರೆ. This port city was built by Mughal Emperor Akbar. This port has constructed by the Akbar, Mughal Emperor Akbar. Akbar. An important structure of the port is Bulanda Darwaza. The port has Bulanda Darwaza, a straight gateway leading to Moscow. This was constructed to mark his victory over Gujarat. So the Akbar has victory over only Gujarat. On that memories, the Akbar has constructed Fatehpur Sikri and Bulanda Darwaz. Darwaz means the door, the gateway. The astronomy of the Akbar is in Sikandar near Fatehpur Sikri. ಅಕ್ಬರ್ನ ಗೋರಿಯು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಈ ಸಿಕಂದರದಲ್ಲೈತಿ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಯರ್ ಫತೇಪುರ್ ಸಿಕ್ರಿ. ಅಕ್ಬರ್ನ ಗೋರಿ ವೆನ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಡೈಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಪುಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ವರ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಾಮ್. ಅವ್ರ ಮರಣ ಹೊಂದಾಗ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮಾಧಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆತನ ಸಮಾಧಿ ಎಲ್ಲೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಸಿಕಂದರ್ದಾಗ ಐತಿ, ಅದು ನಿಯರ್ ಎಲ್ಲೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫತೇಪುರ್ ಸಿಕ್ರಿ ಐತಿ. The 4 gateways leading to the main complex are made with red sandstone. Those ports, among 4 ports they constructed around his tomb. Among 4 ports are buildings they constructed by the red stones. Red sandstones. This building has constructed by red sand, okay, the red sandstone. Yes, dear students, where is the tomb of the Akbar? Is near at Fatehpur Sikri. That is a particular place is Sikandar. Now another one, the architecture of the India, or another one, the most important building of the India, that is a Red Fort. Where it is Red Fort? In Delhi. This is also constructed by the Shahjahan. The Red Fort. Here the Red Fort in New Delhi, built by the bright red sandstone. It is in New Delhi. It's constructed by also. This is also constructed by the red sandstone. This is why it's called Red Fort. When this building has constructed by the red sandstone, that's why called the Red Fort. ಇದು ಈ ಕೆಂಪು ಮರಳು ಮಿಶ್ರಿತ ಕಲ್ಲಿನಿಂದ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಲ್ಪಟ್ಟದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಕೆಂಪು ಕೋಟೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕೆಂಪು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅರೇಬಿಕ್ ವರ್ಡ್. ಲಾಲ್ ಕ್ವಿಲಾ it means building. The fort was built by Mughal Emperor Shahjahan. This fort has also constructed by the Shahjahan. The decorative part of working inside the fort has both the Persian and Indian art style. In the inside of the fort, it has got the two countries art crafts like Persian and Indian style also. ಇದು ಆ ಒಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಚಿತ್ರಕಲೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪರ್ಸಿಯನ್ ಚಿತ್ರಕಲೆಯನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. The red fort symbolizes the political military power of the India. The red fort it symbolizes that the political and military powers of the India. Hmm? In 1947, the India flag was hosted. Flag hosting here to symbolize India independence from the British rule. 1947 ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಭಾರತದ ಕೆಂಪು ಕೋಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾರತದ ತ್ರಿವರ್ಣ ಧ್ವಜವನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಭಾರತ ತ್ರಿವರ್ಣ ಧ್ವಜವನ್ನ ಹಾರಿಸಿದ್ರು. ವೆನ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ದ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ 1947. The Prime Minister hosts the national flag and address the nations from the rampart of the red fort. On that day, as the Prime Minister of the India, the hosting of the flag and they have speech about our nation on that day. Okay, thank you. Now you should take homework. The Taj Mahal had constructed by whom? Constructed by whom? What was the wife name of Shah Jahan? And Fatehpur Sikri has made up of which kind of stone? Which kind of stone? Yes, please write the answers for these questions. Thank you.